Hey there everyone, it's Anthony back with another video here on AJK Beauty. Hi. Hope you're having a great day. Today I just wanted to do a really quick kind of rapid fire brand review, or I guess product range review. I just finished up utilizing the Peach Slices oil control products. I'd say about a week ago is when I finished trialing the 4 products. They've been in and out of my routine over the past couple of months, so it's finally time to put them all together and just do like a quick brand review, just so you kind of have an idea of what to expect if you're interested in shopping for or picking up these items. So let's dive right into it. So there's 4 different products within the Peach Slices oil control range. Oh, I guess I should also say that I purchased the 3 of the 4 products myself when they first launched at Ulta, and then Peach Slices was kind enough to send me the entire product range after the fact. So I had duplicates of 3 of the 4 products, and I'll call out which one was provided to me that I didn't purchase myself already. So I guess this is kind of, you know, they provided these products as PR, but I tried to remember which ones I bought myself, but needless to say, I have 2 of everything except for 1 product. So let's go ahead and dive in, starting off with the Peach Slices Oil Control Balancing Cleanser. I believe I used this in a previous video. All of the Peach Slices oil control products all feature niacinamide, zinc PCA, pine bark, and green tea as kind of their 4 key ingredients to help absorb excess oil, help to reduce oil production on the skin over time, and provide a kind of mattifying effect. And we'll talk a little bit about how effective each of these products are in achieving that. But this is the Peach Slices Oil Control Balancing Cleanser. So like I said, niacinamide, zinc, pine bark, and green tea. This is a pH balanced, gentle cleanser in terms of the surfactants used. I believe are all coconut based surfactants, and I didn't really care for this. I'd say out of all of the products, this might be, well, there's 2, but this is kind of my least favorite for one main reason, and that's the fact that they utilized eucalyptus oil, eucalyptus essential oil in this product, and they don't use that in anything else in the line, so I can't really say, oh, they used it for its XYZ, you know, supposed benefits. I think it was just for the fragrance, and I'm not sure if the base formula just didn't have a very pleasant scent, or they were trying to mask that, but it's a pretty strong eucalyptus scent, and my skin does not play super well with eucalyptus oils and then certain citrus oils. So after only using this, I think for about 9 days, I started to notice on areas that I'm more sensitive, it's usually where I shave. So on either side of my neck and my jawline, we're starting to get a little bit more inflamed and red, especially immediately after use. And I just didn't like the sensorial experience of the eucalyptus oil. So I did discontinue use of this product, but if you're not adverse to the eucalyptus oil, and if you have particularly oily or congested skin, this might still be a good option for you. I found it a little bit drying as well. So slightly irritating, slightly drying. So this one was a pass for me. So moving on, I'm just going in order of how I would use these in my routine. Next up is the Peach Slices Oil Control Balancing Mist. So this is a spray mist, and this is a new one. I finished the other one till it was empty, but it's a nice fine mist, nice fine spray. And this has, in addition to those 4 key ingredients, you've also got licorice root in here, some tea tree leaf extract, but not the oil, some evening primrose extract. I believe there is, yeah, some propolis in here as well. So not only is this supposed to be a mattifying and balancing mist, but it has a lot of great antioxidants in it as well, and some soothing and nourishing ingredients. So for me, this was probably my favorite. Actually, so I had 2 really enjoys and then 2 not so much. So this is a really enjoy. I really like this mist. I like how fine it is, and it sprays really evenly on the skin, which is awesome. And even though this is supposed to be a mattifying spray, I found it to leave my skin with kind of a nice, dewy, hydrated finish, which is what you would expect from a mist. Maybe if you experience like a high level of like oil production throughout the day, you start to feel a little bit greasy, maybe this would help to tamp it down, but this certainly isn't like a liquid blotting paper or a liquid mattifying kind of primer spray. This really does help to hydrate the skin and left me with kind of a nice dewy finish. Not oily, not greasy, but like a nice hydrated dewy look, which I appreciated. And we'll talk a little bit about it at the end, but I really think the featured ingredients in all of these products work slightly differently than you might think when you go to grab these, but we'll keep going. So excellent hydrating, balancing mist with a lot of really great ingredients, and I will absolutely be coming back to this one and repurchasing it in the future. So there's that. Next up, we have the Peach Slices Oil Control Pore Serum. This is another one that's the refill that Peach Slices sent me because I did finish this as well. And this is a nice lightweight, slightly watery serum, but it's a very traditional serum kind of texture. And we can go ahead and sample that on the hand here. I've got so much dog hair on me that sticks to my sunscreen. Whoops! So you can see it's kind of that liquidy texture. It absorbs rather nicely into the skin. There were certain products that I would apply under it, be it a toner or an essence, that did sometimes, you know, blend with this and give a slightly tacky finish, but overall it just absorbs right into skin, leaves a nice hydrated finish, but it does kind of give you a soft effect. I don't want to necessarily say matte, but it is kind of a softened effect, and that's over bare skin, but for me, when I'm layering toners and layering essences, or maybe doing a sheet mask and then putting the serum on, it doesn't have that same finish because my skin's already so packed with hydration. But if this was the first thing you used after cleansing, you probably would get a little bit of like a slight mattifying effect, or it's more of a satin finish. I'll say satin. I don't feel dry or really matte using any of these products necessarily. But if you were to use just this product line and do the cleanser, a light spray of the mist, the serum, you'd probably get that more satiny finish. I still had the dewy finish no matter what I do, because that's just the style of skin texture, skin look that I like. But I was very happy with this serum. And once again, we'll get to it at the end, but I really found that the concentration of those, sorry for the lighting, the key ingredients here, in addition to some avocado oil, some more nourishing ingredients as well, I found this one to really have the most impact on my skin overall and over time as compared to the rest of the line. So I guess if I did have to pick a single one, I can find another mist, but I really liked this serum. I'd say maybe the serum is my favorite between this and the mist. So balance, control, and refine for a shine-free matte finish. Okay. I guess, depending on the rest of your skincare routine, this might provide a mattifying effect, but for me, it really didn't. What I liked about this is it played well with the rest of my routine and how I approach my PM routine. So right now I'm utilizing both my Foreo Luna, and I'm using the backside of it to help my serums absorb. And then I'm also using the Foreo Bear, which is their kind of microcurrent face sculpting device. I've been using those, the Bear, I believe every other day, and then the Foreo sometimes twice a day to help those serums absorb. And so that really worked. This serum played really, really well with the Foreo and the Bear. There is enough water content in this to create that electrical kind of connection. So I was able to use this almost like a facial massage serum. You definitely have to use more of the product than I normally would. I mean, I'm doing like 2 pumps, do half my face, 2 pumps, do half my face. So when you're using your facial devices, you can burn through serums like this pretty quickly, but you know, because it was a product that was sent to me in addition to the one I bought, I felt comfortable being a little bit more generous in my application. And if you are looking for a watery kind of serum that's not going to just immediately dry, it's going to stay a little bit fluid. As long as you use enough, you can get by with this. So I really did like it. And that's the serum. And then the last one that we have is the Peach Slices Oil Control Mattifying Moisturizer. And so here's that moisturizer. I'd say this is The cleanser is probably my least favorite, but like I said, this is another one that was not a fan. The serum and the mist were my loves. So this is a mattifying moisturizer, once again featuring the niacinamizing PCA, pine bark, green tea extract. You also have a little bit of a macadamia seed oil in here, some avocado oil, a few different fruit-based extracts, some aloe leaf juice, some hyaluronic acid, some sodium hyaluronate, hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, you have some bamboo extract. So hydrating, but it's supposed to leave you with that mattifying finish. And I will say that this moisturizer did leave my skin a little too, like I said, satin finished or matte finished for my liking. And it's another product that I discontinued use pretty early on. I did find it to be rather hydrating. It's not like a drying lotion by any means. It still leaves your skin feeling hydrated, but I do all of that work where I'm layering on toners and packing on essence and trying to get that nice, like, healthy, dewy finish, and then putting this moisturizer on and it kind of dries, not powdery, but it does dry with a little bit of a satin kind of slightly matte finish, as it says on the package. And so for me, it just isn't the finish that I'm looking for. I felt like my skin looked a little bit dull for my liking, and then it wasn't quite nourishing enough to get by as a PM moisturizer. I thought maybe if I don't like the finish that it provides during the day, yeah, it's kind of dried down. It is slightly mattifying, and it's not for me. So this is the one product that I hadn't purchased myself because I was like, ooh, a mattifying moisturizer, that's not my jam. But Peach Slices sent it over to me. I was willing to give it a shot. So yeah, I was thinking maybe I'll use it in the PM because then, you know, I'm not really concerned about what the finish of my skin is at night. But it just didn't have enough like nourishment, some more occlusive ingredients to really work as like a night cream or a night moisturizer for me. So this would be an AM product, but I didn't like the finish. So that's why it's probably gonna be given away to a friend or family member. But once again, if you are someone with like super oily, congested skin, you feel like an oil slick at the end of the day, I think the combination of these products would work really well for you, and the finish that this moisturizer provides might actually work well for you. So I see who this is geared towards, and on paper I would probably be a good candidate because I have kind of combination oily skin, pretty sebum, congestion prone, but it's that finish, that mattifying effect that I'm not looking for. So I want the best of both worlds. I want to reduce the amount of oil production, reduce the amount of excess sebum, but I still like that dewy kind of glow from within look. I'm not really into the mattified look. So that's kind of the moral of the story. I think what these products do, this one does provide that kind of cosmetic mattifying finish, and the serum does slightly as well, but at least for the mist, I found that this gave me a nice dewy hydrated finish. So I think a lot of these ingredients work over time to help your skin reduce oil production as a whole with providing that hydration, but then you have some of those like the zinc PCA, that pine bark, green tea extract can also be a mild astringent if used in the right concentration. And so I think a lot of these ingredients work kind of behind the scenes to reduce oil production, help balance the skin. You see a lot of balancing terminology used here over time. So other than the moisturizer, and slightly the serum, there really isn't anything that's gonna this isn't a cosmetic like mattifying primer product or anything like that. It's speaking more towards getting your skin to a condition where it isn't as oil slick, isn't as congestion, sebum, excess oil prone behind the scenes and working over time. So if you are looking for that more cosmetic makeup style effect for mattifying, there's probably other products that you could use from possibly a makeup brand that'll provide that kind of quick fix. The moisturizer, it doesn't tip into like primer territory, like completely mattifying. It just has a slightly mattifying finish, slightly. It's not intense, but even the slightly was too much for me. I don't want it at all. But think of these products as getting to that finish line over time and consistently using this line of products, in addition to maybe some cosmetic stuff that you're doing. And if you're not a makeup wearer, just keep in mind that it's going to take a little bit of time. You might really like the moisturizer though. But for me, I like the concept. It's just some of those products, like I said, even though it's not an intense mattified finish, it's not really what I'm looking for. I want to pack a ton of dewy hydration. I want to provide at nighttime some nice nourishing emollient moisturizers and maybe even a heavier serum. So that way my skin maybe over time learns to not produce as much. I also use things like adapalene too, which will help to train the skin to kind of balance itself. So even though I do like some of the products for how they worked for me, even though it didn't work necessarily as advertised. Nothing really blew me away here. And it's kind of interesting because I've always found Peach Slice's products, keep in mind I haven't used any of their redness relief stuff yet, the green, but I fell in love with their entire acne line. I've really liked some of the snail stuff that I've tried so far. And so I haven't really found a Peach Slice's product that I didn't like until now. And so I'm not sure. For me, I would much rather point someone towards the acne cleanser. I think with the 2% salicylic acid is going to help to break up excess dead skin cells, excess sebum, really dive into the pores, and it doesn't have the fragrance. I think it's just a better formulation and will provide a similar end result. Balancing, oil control, acne control. I think that's a better cleanser than this. I really like their acne toner. I wouldn't necessarily put that like in a spray bottle take to go, but you could use that instead of this balancing mist and reap a lot of the same benefits. And I feel the same about the mattifying moisturizer. If you're not really looking for that immediate kind of satin matte finish, you're just looking for something that's going to help tame excess oil, maybe deal with a little bit of breakout here and there, and not be greasy or heavy, that moisturizer, the acne moisturizer, is fantastic. So I feel like at a certain point, I'm not sure, maybe it's the need to continue to release products. I know Peach Slices and Peach and Lily always put a lot of intention and thought and purpose behind their product launches, but these especially seem a little redundant to the acne line and what they're trying to achieve. So I'm not really sure. I'm just not really sold on this line, unfortunately. So I will definitely be coming back to the Balancing Mist, especially if I can find it for a hot deal. And maybe I would come back to the Pore Serum too. I have a lot of serums that I reach for and alternate through. This one, like I said, these ingredients do help to kind of balance oil production over time, but at the end of the day, I have a number of niacinamide-based serums. I'm sure I have something with some zinc PCA. So even though it is a good serum, it's not like I'm racing back to Ulta to really pick up any more of these products. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I'll finish up what I have. This is probably going to go to a friend or family member, the cleanser and the moisturizer. So I'll finish up my second mist and my second serum. But once that's done, we'll see. We'll see where I land. But yeah, nothing that's like, oh my gosh, game-changing product. They're all fine, you know? It's a couple good ones, a couple not so good ones. But I do encourage you, you know, if you are looking for something that will help to balance oil production, help to mattify the skin, take a look at these products. If you can get a sample size of them, great, or get a little sample over at Ulta. Exercise that return policy, I suppose, if you want to try them out. But I would say if you're sensitive to fragrant essential oils like eucalyptus, avoid the cleanser just straight out the gate. If you're looking for a dewy finish skin, then that mattifying moisturizer may not be ideal for you, but the serum and the mist I think are worth a shot. So let me know if you have any questions, comments, if you have used this product line, what your favorites are. Otherwise, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value out of it. We'll see you next time.